Hey, it's Lisa Neller here. It is Saturday, December. It's November 16th. And I wanted to share with you a little tip that I learned a long time ago in yoga that I swear to God saved my marriage. Has really been a blessing in all my relationships. And now that the holidays are coming, I want you to have it if you don't have it already, if you don't know this tip. And I call it the pause. And what the pause is the space between the initial trigger, something that triggers you, or I would just use that, something that triggers you. So it could be something someone says to you, it could be the person in front of you in traffic who cuts you off, any kind of circumstance where it pisses you off and you're like ready to blow. And this is where the pause really comes in handy. But you have to train yourself to do it. And so this pause, with the benefit of it, is that it provides this space that gives you an opportunity to respond intelligently, emotionally intelligently, versus react, which is not as intelligent emotionally, if that makes sense to you. So one of the ways that I learned to do this in yoga was by getting into a hard yoga pose that was challenging, and then noticing my thoughts about it, and then breathing through it. So I'm not talking about shallow breaths. I'm talking about deep breaths. So while you're in this challenging situation, taking a deep breath and learning how to breathe through it is the pause. And this is such a great skill. I can't even tell you. It's gonna help you throughout your entire life. Like this one little tip, if you get this for the rest of your life, it's going to help you. I'm just gonna demonstrate what I mean by this by doing a yoga pose. It's called plank pose. Now, this is not necessarily just a yoga pose. We do plank poses in all kinds of calisthenics and exercise classes. But we do it a lot in yoga, plank pose. And sometimes we hold it a long time. Sometimes we hold it a little bit. But for me right now, this is a very challenging pose. So this would be like my circumstance, the trigger, like, how am I going to get through this? So I'm just going to do it for you. And I'm probably not going to hold it long because I'm feeling a little bit weak in this area. So I know this going in. But I also I know how to practice the pause. So I'm just going to show you real quick my plank pose, and then I'm going to show you how I struggle in it. So here it is. Also, I have a bit of a pain in my right palm, and that's just about 5 seconds right there. I have a hair in my face, so I'm going to move that. My legs are active. I'm squeezing the muscles to the bones on the thighs. My belly is in. It wasn't, but now it is. And now I'm struggling a little bit. So I'm going to take a few deep breaths. And it's starting to really irritate me. Big time. I'm irritated. So I'm going to take another deep breath. And then lower my knees. Okay. There's lots of other poses you could do in yoga to practice this. One is this pose where you cross your legs, and typically you would take your foot and wrap it around the other one. Not everyone's able to do that, but you could just cross your legs like this, cross your arms like this, and sit here. You want to make sure that your rear end is back, that your spine is lengthened, straight. So your tush is back, your shoulders are up and back, and your belly's in. You could go lower, and you could hold that. And when you do that, trust me, it's hard. So the point is that when you get into a difficult situation, if your spouse or significant other says something to you, you could take a pause. All right? This is really going to help you. Take a pause and walk away. You could walk away if you want to. If you want to use your pause for getting more clarity, I would recommend that. That's a good thing to do. For example, if someone says something to you that feels offensive, instead of being offended, you could just get more clarity, right? You could just ask, tell me more about that, or what did you mean by that? Or I'm feeling a little offended, but maybe you didn't mean it to offend me, so I just want to get clarity before I respond, So that's a tip. That's part of the pause, really. You could just get clarity and ask questions. So I'm going to be doing a Calm Your Holidays workshop or webinar on December 7th. It's a Saturday, just for an hour, just to help you, give you some ideas of how you can get through the holidays with your loved ones and really enjoy them. And not just from a relational standpoint, but just from a reducing your stress standpoint, dealing with money issues, those kinds of things. And just so you know, you're not alone. There's many, many people, including me, who have some issues around the holidays. And it could be financial. It could be, having had a negative experience last year and wanting to avoid that this year. There's lots of things that come up during the holidays that we could actually get through them more smoothly with just a few tips. So join me there. I will be posting that on my Facebook page and LinkedIn and probably Instagram, so that the information is out there. You would just register, it's free, and you just put your name and email in there, and I'll send you the information. And it will also be recorded. So if you can't make it live on Saturday the 7th, then you can, I think that's the day. Oh, no, sorry. The date is next Saturday, November 23rd. I think that's the date. December 7th is my planning class. Sorry about that. All right, all the details, though, will be on the graphic and on the thing that I post for the Calm Your Holidays webinar, and I hope you join me then. So have a happy Saturday. In 15 minutes, I'm going to be doing a presentation on Insight Timer, and this is called Love Mastery Through the Art of Being. So if you're an Insight Timer member, or you can download the app for free and look at the live events, and I'll be there at 11 a.m. Mountain Standard Time. I'm going to talk about love mastery through the art of being. I love that topic, and I'd love for you to join me. So anyway, happy Saturday. Have a wonderful day and weekend, and we'll see you soon.